All right, back out here in the garage. It's a beautiful Thursday night. I believe it is August 18th. We are supposed to go to Tipton tomorrow night for a dirt drag. The KOI is putting on another dirt drag in Tipton, and I wanted to hit that one, and then hopefully we can hit the one at the end of September too in Osgood. It's like the north versus south or whatever. It's supposed to be a big deal. But since the last dirt drag in Frankfurt, I think in that video I mentioned that there was a ticking, and was hoping it was something in the top end. I pulled the valve covers off, checked all the rockers, the valve springs, everything there seemed good. So I went a little down further down to the rod caps, and sure enough, there was one that was pretty dang bad. It was pretty thin. There's a lot of material in the oil filter that we cut open. It didn't spin, but it was really thin. And the king bearings that I had in it have like a little dowel hole in it, which allows oil to sit there, and I think that's what saved it, because if that hole wasn't there, then there wouldn't have been any oil and it would have spun and ate the crank, and bad deal. But I was just gonna order those same exact bearings from Summit, because that's what's holding us up. I'm out here doing this right now the night before, because the bearings that I ordered from Summit that were the same ones with the dowel hole are on back order, and I ordered them over a month ago and they're still not here. So I'm not procrastinating. All right, I'm not. We had to get some other ones from O'Reilly. They're like Clevitt, Malley, Clevitt, whatever, rod bearings. They were cheaper. It's what they had. So I went ahead, put all new rod bearings in it, dropped the oil pan, got her all cleaned out. I would show you what was in there, but you wouldn't want to see it. You'd tell me not to run it. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I got all the new rod bearings in it. I'm gonna put oil in it after I get the oil pan on, hook the feed and the return back up to the turbo, fill it up with oil, run it for a little bit, get it up to temp, make sure it ain't knocking, make sure it doesn't instantly spin a bearing, and flush all that oil out. Hopefully get any of the little flakes and shit that's still trapped in the engine out, and fill it back up with new oil. Obviously I'm gonna try 7 quarts, because a lot of people were saying that the reason it got hot was because I was only running 6 quarts. So you live and you learn, I guess. I also, you can peep that right there, got me a new derail or derail-y, whatever, however you say it, oil cooler. So I'm gonna try that out. Hopefully that helps a lot, keep the oil temps down, and keep the oil from thinning out when I'm doing back-to-back pulls like you do at those dirt drags. Because if you win, you gotta instantly come back, run again. There's no like round one, go take a break like at a drag strip. It's your class, and you run till there's a winner in your class. You don't really get a break. So yeah, keep the oil cool, and as long as these rod bearings are good, when I start it up, back it out and put it in the trailer. When we load it in the trailer, we're going. And if it's the last send on this engine, it is what it is. I don't really have that much in it. It's got good pistons, good camshaft, good lifters, and stock crank, stock rods, so stock Gen 4 rods, so not that worried about it. But at the same time, I'd like to at least get through the end of this season with it before I pull it out and try to put something better in it. So yeah, I'll put a picture of the rod bearings. I think I took a picture of it when I pulled them out, and give you guys an idea of how bad they looked. But yeah, I'll pick back up when I get the oil pan on and start this thing up, and hopefully it ain't knocking. All right, so the oil pan's back on. Got oil in it, my feed's on it, my return's on it. Yeah, so I should be good to start it. Man, I'm really dreading this. I hope that it doesn't instantly just knock, spin that bearing. But yeah, I also pulled the injectors out, had them float out at my dad's to, damn, my forehead looks huge, huh? Look at the shine on that, boy, that armor all forehead. Just kidding. But I pulled the injectors out, had them float out at my dad's, and put them back in. So I'm gonna cycle the key once, make sure I don't have any leaks. If you guys see anything, let me know. All right? Just kidding. I know you guys can't see it from this angle anyways. Here goes nothing. Oh, by the way, yes, my garage door is closed. Calm down, I'm not gonna die. I'll open it after I'm done. It's about almost 1 a.m. and my neighbors already hate me, so calm down. Nothing. My battery's hooked up. Is it already that dead? All right, let me throw it on the charger. Be right back. All right, I think we're good. Cycled the key a few times, no leaks. Got it up to 60 pounds of fuel pressure. Try to crank her over and see what happens. Well, I don't know. The injectors are plugged in. Spark plugs are all hooked up. I don't know. Oils are plugged in. Well, shoot. Maybe check some fuses. Is the PCM fuse blown? I don't think so, because then it probably wouldn't even crank, right? Has to get crank signal to crank. Try to pull that out real quick. PCM1 is good. PCM2 is also good. Good also. PCM good, ignition good. I know this is boring, ain't it? Watch Justin struggle because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and excuse my language. And I also don't have the laptop here, so even if something is wrong, I probably can't fix it. Don't know why it didn't even try to fire.
It ain't got no gas in it.
Ignition's all good. Let's check the radio. Maybe that's the problem. What about the front part plane? Also not the problem. Crank. There we go. Let's check that one. on. Getting them mixed up. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try it again.
Idiot! Oh, what a loser! Good!
Yay! It didn't knock. I don't know if that's necessarily enough time to, you know, see if it's going to, but I'll find out when I go down the drag strip. Well, I'm just gonna run one class, the two-wheel drive class. Hopefully that's less abuse on it. Even, I don't have the oil cooler hooked up, but even with the oil cooler hooked up with this rod bearing situation, I'm a little nervous. So I'm only gonna run one class. Everything looked good. The exhaust is making noise. The turbo's spinning, you know? So I'm gonna drain that oil out, maybe start it up one more time, but you guys get the picture. And drain that oil out, put new oil in it, load it in the trailer tomorrow, try to get some video of that. And yeah, go send it, dog. Hopefully it'll last through this one, and like I said, make it to the end of September to that race also. And I'm betting on that oil cooler to save me. Pick up later. Proving them wrong, guys. See, you can polish a turd. Just made that practice pass, made a couple, put it on the two-step, and that Dextron was definitely not the move. This thing's super lazy, and I'm trying to find some more of that tractor transmission fluid to put back in it before first round, because this thing ain't even really getting into boost by the time I get down to the end of the track. So see how it goes, see what we can find. Got some tractor hydraulic fluid back in the trans. Went up and made it pass, and it's a lot better than it was. No one was up there to video me on that practice run, but we'll start taking video when the racing starts, and that should be here shortly, in about 45 minutes.
Side 441, shining open at 75, double run. Two-wheel drive class. Everything in the concession, super $6. Open, Shane and Eddie. First round winner coming up here of two-wheel drive. Shane and Eddie, second round. Shane and Eddie, second round, 250 open. Two-stroke open, 51 and 75. 51 and 75. 96 left side. Left lane wins, that's the class. Joe. Joe left lane. Senior, you got lane choice on Fast Eddie.
Alright. Try to get that light over there. Do a short little intro here because I'm tired. It's almost 4 a.m. My phone's about to die. Yeah, you can say I'm a guy with excuses, just like I mentioned in that last clip when I said it instantly spun and drove right. But no, that's really what it did. I got him he got me in the first one, I got him in the second one, he got me in the last one, which is the finals, the one that mattered. Yeah, ain't much else than that. The truck did good. It performed well. The oil pressure stayed about 40, but it was kind of doing one of these a couple times, and it's taken again. So I guess I'm just gonna have to make rod bearings part of my maintenance, at least till the end of this season, where I can get a new crank or maybe have that one polished. But I doubt I'll probably just get a new one. Joey has a trans brake. He has 411 gears, which this thing desperately needs gears because it has 323s in it with no trans brake. But you can probably tell in those videos that I am super slow off the line. It doesn't even really hit boost until like 80 feet, 60 feet, 80 feet, something like that. And by that time, it's kind of hard to reel them back in on tonight was a 150-foot track, which kind of sucked. I didn't know that. The shutdown was super short. And even at 150 feet, it was hard to get shut down. And it doesn't really look like we're moving that fast in those videos, but it feels fast in the truck, and trust me, those barriers come up quick. especially with stock brakes, right? Stock drones at that. But yeah, the truck did good. Hopefully we can make it back out to Osgood. That's the plan. Yeah, if you guys like what I'm doing here, make sure you hit that subscribe button because it helps me out. Like and share, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.